Hi, good evening. We'll start the session now. The last session, I explained about the TOSCA course content. So, what are the topics we are going to cover? In TOSCA, see, during the selenium is we have to know the Java we have to learn. Coming to the TOSCA, which language you have to learn? So, no language required to you because that is scriptless automation tool. In TOSCA, we have to learn what are the features are given in the TOSCA in order to automate the project. Major advantage of the TOSCA is it is able to support the different kind of applications. GI applications, graphical user interface applications, and non-GI applications also going to automate. So there is a more strength we have it is. Compared to other automation tools. Now, today, first concept we are going to discuss about the introduction to the automation testing. Who are new to the tool or software testing? So these concepts are important. Automation testing. Okay. Wait. Introduction to the automation testing. Generally, if you go for the software testing, how we can say technically it is software testing is a combination of verification and validation. Software testing is a combination of verification and validation. What is the meaning of verification? Verification is a process to check are we developing the system right or not. Verification is a process to check are we developing the system right or not. Now, in general, verification activities are performed on requirement documents, on design documents, and source code of the application. Validation. Validation process to check are we developed right system or not. Are we developed right system or not? That's validation. But software testing will help to identify defects. When those are resolved, then software quality improves. When those are resolved, then software quality improves. Now, types of software testing. In general, we have the two kind of approaches we are going to follow to test the application. One is called manual testing, the other one is called automation testing. As you know, manual testing without using any automation tool. As a test engineer, directly you interact with the application to verify actual behavior while performing operations is called manual testing. So without using any automation tool, test engineer directly interact with application to verify actual behavior while performing operations is called manual testing. But whenever we go for the manual testing, we have to prepare the test cases, and those are used to validate the application, right? So here I want to know that Ram, who is going to prepare the test cases? Ram or Raghu? Ram, why you joined twice?
Sir, actually, my system is not working properly. So I just log in through mobile, if you don't mind.
Okay. Ram, tell me, who is going to
Yes,
prepare the test cases?
I'm not sure.
Raghu,
Manual testers.
what is the test case means, Raghu? So test case describe the validation procedure of a particular functionality in application. How to test a particular functional application described by the test case. So the question is here, if test engineers are going to prepare the test cases, if they know the procedure, why they have to prepare the test cases? Directly they can go for testing the application. No? Yes. But thing is here, no? So for future reference purpose, test cases are required. That is the test cases are the not only describing validation procedure, those are the proof for our execution activities. Right. So for manual testing, as a test engineer, we are going to prepare the test cases and those are used to validate application. Those are used to validate application. But what is the disadvantage of the test cases here? So test case advantage is simple, easy to perform. No need of any technical knowledge. Lack of reliable, so less cost compared to the automation tools for small projects. Okay, there is advantage. It is simple and easy to perform for small projects. So less cost to compare to automation testing for a small projects. But we have some limitations, disadvantages. Disadvantage, time consuming. More time it's going to take when you go for the manual testing. So there's a possibility of the lack of concentration for a human. Then lack of reliability. So these are the disadvantages of it. But automation testing. What is an automation testing? In simple, any task or activity performed with the help of the tool or programs is called automation. Whereas, if you use calculator to perform arithmetic operations, that is also automation only. If you use the lift instead of stairs, that is also automation. But here, if you do testing activities to test the application, one tool if you are going to use, that is called automation testing. In simple, we can say automating human activities in order to validate application. Automating human activities in order to validate application is called automation testing. But different possibilities are there to do the automation testing, such as we can go for the programming languages, or we can go for scripting languages, or you can use any one of the third-party tool for automation testing. Different tools are there. We can go for the Selenium, QTP, Test Complete, Silk, Rational Robot, okay, TOSCA, like these tools we can use this. But generally, whenever you go for the tools like Selenium or UFT or Test Complete or Silk Rational Robot, we need to develop the automation test script. We need to develop the automation test script. Like if I'm working with the QTP or EFT, VB script we have to use. If you are working with the Selenium, we have to go for the either Java or Python or C Sharp or Ruby or JavaScript, either one. Multiple language supports, whichever convenient you can use. So I don't have the VB script, I don't have the any other these programs. Then TOSCA, scriptless automation too. No need to write any script manually. It will go into built-in modules are available. We are going to use those modules to develop the script without writing manual. As I yesterday I shown it is how we are going to drag and drop operations in Tosca to generate the script. Okay. So if I go for the automation testing, what are the advantages are there? Fast in execution, more consistency, more reliable. That means minimum minimize the human mistakes. If I go for the automation test scripts are reusable only. So one-time efforts are required to develop the automation test script. For the automation testing, we have some disadvantages also. What are the disadvantages? Automation tools are expensive. There is a problem with TOSCA, UFT commercial tools means we need to buy the license. Okay. Without having license, we can't use it is in our project. So automation tools are expensive. There is Selenium tool is there. but that is free. But thing is, it is not ready-made tool. Several things we have to download from several places. Later, we are going to get the compatibility issues, versions compatibility issues we are going to get. That is the headache is there when you go for the free tools. Then another disadvantage point of view, some of the technologies or environments are not possible to automate. Some of the technologies and environments are not possible to automate. Like this. Like what is that reading capture? You need to read. Even though you can go for TOSCA or Selenium or QTP, we can't read the capture, color of the object identification, handling security pop-up windows. So like this one, some pop-ups are going to get security pop-ups. So traffic lights only I want to select where is in this image. So these things are mainly implementing to avoid automating the corresponding process. Okay. That is the advantages, disadvantages of the automation testing. Sir, how to decide which projects we can go for automation testing? Can you go for every project for automation testing? No. Generally, your test manager who is the responsible to decide which projects we can go for the automation testing. Which projects we can go for automation testing. Now, first criteria to decide which projects we can go for automation testing will be size of the project. Size of the project. That means how many functionalities are there in application. Remember that any project when you are going to talk size means it is not depends on the number of users using the application. Based on the number of functionalities available in the application, we go for the size of the project. Okay, size of the project. So number of functionality, that is function point analysis we are going to call. Size of the project. Page, the number of pages should be not less than 100. The minimum criteria to decide. Then when you go for manual testing, more resource required for a project, or the scenarios which are there when I go for manual testing, more time taking. So we're expecting multiple releases. We're expecting multiple releases for a so application environment should support to perform automation testing. Suppose there are some scenarios in application for OTP related transactions or capture related transactions. These things are there. Client accept in terms of budget also. If suppose if you are using commercial tools, client will pay some amount in the license cost. So these things should be satisfied. Then we can decide we can go for the Next, what are the different tools are available for automation testing? There are two category of tools now. One is comes under non-commercial tools like Selenium, Bad Boy, Sahi, Oats, Auto IT, Sukle. Those are free tools. No need to buy the license. Okay. Then commercial tools like QTP or UFT, Test Partner, TOSCA Test Suite.
Hello, Pranav.
Yes.
Yeah, so inside of the commercial tools, those are
Hmm.
these are the like it's a need to purchase whenever
Yes.
want to,
Commercial tools means you have to buy the license.
or if I want to install in my computer, so that time I need to pay some amount to the
Yes.
company. That
Yes.
time I can be able to. Otherwise, suppose that if I want to use non-commercial, that time I can able to install directly. No need to pay anything for any companies.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
There's a, these are the free non-commercial tools. These are the free tools. No need to buy any license directly from the internet. You can download. You can
Mm-hmm.
use it for your project to do the automation testing.
But
But when
most
you
of the companies are preferred QTV UFT as well as Selenium automation Selenium. So also some companies are prefer Sikuli as well as OATS. But instead of these like Bad Boy Sahi,
hmm,
so inside of these courses, which are you are covering like non-commercial or commercial?
so this is the training for TOSCA tool, the commercial
Yeah,
tool it is.
yeah, definitely.
Hmm.
So inside of these courses, like which topics you have covered in future in upcoming time?
Where here TOSCA means everything is available. See, Selenium, there is some limitation. It won't support the
Hmm.
Windows-based applications.
Yes.
For that, what we are going to, we can use Sukle automation tool, or we can go for the auto IT. Just one or two scripts purpose, like uploading file, this type of transactions to automate. We are going to prefer the auto IT and Sukle in Selenium tool. If you are using QTP, so no need to use this auto IT Sukle because QTP support the application different environments.
Okay.
Hmm.
Fine.
Understand?
Yes. Yes. So inside of the TOSCA, you are covering like non-commercial tools, all the non-commercial tools. Yeah.
Only TOSCA we are going to cover in this batch.
Yeah.
Selenium, another batch. There we are going to discuss Selenium. Autoitis Sukla will be covered because in Selenium, these things either one is required. We are going to
Yes.
discuss in Selenium batch. It is not in this
Okay.
batch.
Okay. Okay. Good. It means it's a different batch.
Yes,
Okay.
because that is required autoitis for
Hmm.
Selenium tool.
Okay.
Hmm.
So, Pranav, sorry to interrupt you. Actually, yesterday I having some network issue. That's why I can't be able to join not last day's class. So, can I get previous class recording if you have any recording classes?
Yes, the yesterday just not explain anything. Why Tosca is we are going to learn. I explained that. That's it. What is Tosca also not yet explained. Tomorrow, the next class we are going to discuss about the Tosca tool. Just I shown that just a demo for
Okay.
the students who join.
Okay.
Why
Okay.
it is
Got it.
called scriptless automation tool.
Got it. Got it. No problem.
Hmm.
Definitely.
Today-
Tomorrow I'll be join on time. No
hmm.
problem.
Oh, oh. See,
Raghu.
the major intention for the Tosca to learn is already who are working on EFT, QTP, or Selenium as an add-on, they're learning Tosca
Hello?
because yes,
Hello? Sir. Hello?
Raghu, tell me.
సార్ ఇది టోస్కాకి మన కోడింగ్ రిక్వైర్డా కంపల్సరీ నా
No, it is a scriptless automation, codeless or scriptless automation tool we are going to call.
ఓకే. ఓకే.
Hmm.
అది టోస్కా గురించి ఏమన్నా ఎక్స్‌ప్లెయిన్ చేయగలుగుతారా? యాక్చువల్‌గా నేను ప్రెజెంట్ ఇప్పుడు నేను టెస్టింగ్ పైన జాబ్ చేస్తున్నా నేను.
Hmm.
అయితే నేను ఇప్పుడు టోస్కాకి మూవ్ అవ్వాలనుకుంటున్నాను నేను. దాని గురించి కొంచెం ఏమన్నా
అదే రఘు,
హ్మ్.
టోస్కా గురించి కోర్స్ అంతా ఉండేది. టుడే
ఓకే.
వెస్టర్డే కొంచెం ఓవర్వ్యూ ఇచ్చాను. ఈ రోజు ఏంటంటే సాఫ్ట్వేర్ టెస్టింగ్ గురించి ఇస్తుంది. అంటే హూ జాయిన్ టుడే సెషన్ సమ్ డజన్ హ్యావ్ ఎనీ ఐడియా అబౌట్ ద ఆటోమేషన్.
ఓకే. ఓకే.
So
ఓకే.
tomorrow we are going to discuss about the introduction to the TOSCA, what is the purpose, what environment supports.
ఓకే.
So whether which script we have to use or not,
ఓకే.
why it is called TOSCA test to suit, what are the
ఓ
components are. These things coming class we are going to discuss another 30 days about TOSCA only. Okay.
ఓకే. సార్
Okay.
హలో! సార్ ఇది
You get to yesterday, just I given some demo session also.
ఓకే.
Hmm.
ఇది
చెప్పండి రఘు.
సార్ టోస్కా 1 మంతా లేకపోతే ఎట్లా సార్? డ్యూరేషన్.
40 days ఉంటుంది ట్రయల్ వర్క్.
ఓకే. ఓకే.
40 days ట్రయల్ వర్క్. కోర్స్ డ్యూరేషన్ 30 days. ఆ
కోర్స్
సాఫ్ట్వేర్ మనకి ఇచ్చే కీ వచ్చేసి 40 days ఇస్తారు
ఓకే.
ప్రాక్టీసింగ్ కోసం.
ఓకే.
Pranav, one more question from my side. Sorry, actually. So, actually, I have too much lesser coding idea. Like, don't have any idea about like Java or any other programming knowledge. So, how much required? Like, is this required too much coding sites inside of the Tosca, or without coding knowledge, I can able to use Tosca inside in my project or any whenever I start any project and wants to do the automate. So that time, how much programming required?
Zero programming is required to work with the task.
Okay, fine.
That is the one of the reason why we are looking into the Tosca market in coming days,
Yes, yes, definitely. That's why
because
actually
coding
I
is not required.
okay. This is the big scary for me because coding is don't have much idea about it.
Yes,
Thank you.
because
Yeah.
if you go for Selenium, lot of things, lot of issues are there. So if you are expertise, then only we can go for the Java, then only we can use the Selenium. Without have the coding, you can't work with the Selenium automation too.
Yes. Yes.
But here
Actually,
it is not like that. Everything
okay.
is very simple.
Yeah.
So it is the Tosca tool it is, which I'm showing to you here.
Okay.
Hmm. So everything is available here. We have to use it is to go for testing your application. We are not going to write any statement here. You have to provide only which application you want to work. Application you
Okay.
are.
So it's a
Which
like
browser do you want to use? The browser you have to select it is. That's it.
so
Hmm.
can you drag and drop like here we are using some drag and drop.
Drag and drop only we are going to, or yes, from here there is something we have like this. We can take this one. We can provide into the your application.
Okay, so it's like if I want to use for Chrome, so that time module will be changed. Sometimes if I want to use some other like Mozilla Firefox, so that time uh, it would be changed. Like this type of happened inside of the Tosca.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Some options are available to you where you can go for the.
okay. And Pradam, what is the batch timing? Like class timing? Is the same time 8:30 p.m.
8:30 to 9:30.
8:30 to and Monday to Friday or Saturday?
5 days a week, Monday to Friday.
Monday to Friday. Okay. It's a 30 days duration course.
Hmm. So
Okay.
see, I want to work on different browsers. Just I'm doing like this. I'm going to select something Which browser do you want? They give a list of browsers here. I want to
Yes, yes.
work with the Chrome. You can select. You can go for Edge, you can go like this. The supported browsers are given. Just you have to go for like that. Then you can run,
Oh,
going to open the corresponding. So that means it is like a ready-made tool. Everything is built in. What we have to learn, not
so
program.
it's
How we can go for this spot here? How we can go for the what is the method we have to use to open the browser? That's it.
it's a open source or it's a where can I purchase? Like it, I need to pay something. It's a open source or it's independent.
Commercial one it is. We have to pay the
It's a
license.
commerce.
Tri-scientist company have to pay the amount.
Yes, yes. TOSCA provide scientists definitely.
Hmm.
Yeah. So if we are learn this course, so that time how can we can use like that
For
time you are
practicing purpose, I will going to show that from where we can register for the trial version. If
okay.
you are not getting, I will going to give my credentials so that you can able to install my credentials. You can use it to go for the practicing purpose.
Sure, sure, Pranav. Definitely.
Mm. Like this.
Yeah.
Now, where we are discussing the first part as a introduction to the automation testing, where various tools are available. And generally, when you are going to select the tool for the automation testing in the company level, as a test manager responsible, who is going to see that what the budget is allocated for testing. So in that budget, can we go for the commercial tool or non-commercial tool? Generally, commercial tools have the high security compared to the non-commercial tool. If I go for Selenium, someone may be hidden code implemented to read the your application logic also. That is a possibility. That's the reason the high security project never going to prefer the so like a Selenium. So they are going to prefer the commercial tools, either QTP or TOSCA. Now compared to the QTP nowadays, more users are preferring because QTP also VB script is required. When you go for the TOSCA, no of any programming knowledge. Anyone can go for the easily to work. If you spend 20 to 25 hours of time, you can able to get the knowledge how to do the automation testing using TOSCA. That much easier. Okay. But thing is that software is not available in the market. We have to register in the Tricentis website. They will give it this permission. There's a company mail ID is required for that. That's the problem. Okay. Type of tools, commercial tools, non-commercial tools. Then identify the requirements for the tools. So generally, when we are going to use the tools, means we have to see that. So tool can generate the script automatically. Some tools have the recording option. Tool can generate the test results in the desired format or not. Ease of developing automation test scripts. Ease of test execution. These things. Then tool will support application environment or not. Object recognition capability like a Windows based, web based, and we can go for the tools like which tools we can use these things. Then generally automation testing team activities are going to be like this. So automation process in the company level. So tool evaluation, which tool we have to go. Then test lead activities are going to be analyze the test cases, preparing analysis sheet, estimating script development time, sending summary sheet for approval, confirmation. The automation architect is responsible to define the framework, define the coding standard. These things are not there in the TOSCA. The other tools are the important things, frameworks. Here already they given built-in framework, which we are going to use in the TOSCA.
So here we no need
Implementation.
to create any type of any framework here.
Yes, they are built-in framework we have to use.
They are provide inbuilt framework.
Yes.
Okay.
So everything is ready-made. They made it as a ready-made. This module-based framework we are going to cover.
Okay. Okay.
Implementation, develop scripts for automation, try and review on scripts. Then execution, set up test execution environment, execution of scripts. Then reporting, analyze test results, report defects. Then maintenance, that means whatever scripts you develop here later, see automation testing not for one-time purpose. Automation testing for the actual regression testing purpose we are going to do. So any changes are made in the application, according to that, easily we can update the automation test script, the enhancement update script as per the change request. So these are the activities are there. So what type of scenarios generally we are going to prefer for automation testing is, in general, the scenarios which are more repeatable and complex to perform manually, those kind of scenarios we are going to prefer for automation testing. The scenarios which are simple and easy to perform manually, those we are not going to prefer for automation testing. Okay. The scenarios which are simple, easy to perform manual only, like a user interface related test scenarios, usability test scenarios. So function, so one-time testing activities, test cases newly designed, not yet executed at least once. We can't go for the automation, manual only we are going to. So generally, build verification test scenarios, regression test scenarios, retesting scenarios where we are going to prefer for automation testing. This is the introduction to the automation testing. Let us see what are the concepts we discussed today here. What is software testing? Then types of software testing. What is manual and what is an automation testing? The advantages and disadvantages. How to decide which projects we can go for automation testing. What are the tools that are available in the market? So how to decide which tool we can go for automation testing, how to select. Then in real time, automation testing team activities as a test manager, as a tester lead, automation architect, then automation test engineer, what we are going to do. Then major activities, if I go for manual testing, what are the activities? Automation testing, what are the major activities? Then which scenarios we are going to prefer for automation testing? Which scenarios are preferred for manual testing? These things we discussed. But if you go for the, so we to portion we have to know it. Please 2 to 3 of the.
Pranav, your voice is not audible. Can you please speak closer with your mic?
So if I go for the any automation tool, this portion is mandatory. From this portion, in interview point of view, we can expect at least 2 to 3 questions we can expect. Introduction to the automation testing. Okay. So tomorrow I will go and explain to you introduction to the TOSCA tool in tomorrow class. Okay. So who missed yesterday, you can attend there, you can find it. So tomorrow we'll continue the session. So as I said yesterday, who missed the class recording sessions will be given by my administrator. So whereas class notes, whatever topics will be covered. So once the registrations are done, I am going to create the WhatsApp group. In that group, where I will going to share the day-to-day class notes. Okay, for our practicing purpose. Okay, that is the session for us today. So
Thanks,
so
Pranav.
tomorrow we'll continue the session. Okay.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you.
no problem. So, Pranav, one more queries, in between, suppose that at end of this courses, you will be provided some interview questions.
Yes, interview questions will be discussed in the class, and end of the class also I will give the list of questions which they are going to ask.
Okay, okay. So, like, see, actually, for trending questions in present time, which type of questions interviewer asked, like that type of questions you are provided also, no?
Yes, yes.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
Thanks, Pranav.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you. See you tomorrow.
Thank you, everyone. Good night.
Bye.
Bye bye.